Hi there, sign of Leo. This is Kim here to do your reading. And I hope you're doing fantastic today, having a lovely day. Let's get some follows onto Lit. I would like to personally thank you for being here, all the ways that you help the channel by liking the video, subscribing if you haven't already. My intentions are always that my readings are for my subscribers. And I know how that might sound, but it helps me with the messages and it helps with your energy. So that's my intention when I set these. Thank you for purchasing private readings. That not only helps the channel keep going, but I am doing new painting techniques, guys. I expect my painting to get a lot better over this year. And I do that through the support of the private readings. You can also donate to the channel if you'd like to donate to the channel. I'm in a very artsy mood today. I've been learning about a new portrait painting techniques, and I'm really excited. My goal is to do that, you know, it's a big goal. It's to do like the Michelangelo angel, like beautiful paintings one day, and that, so I'm a while away from that, but I'm gonna get there. I know I will. My goal one day is to produce a very big and like angel painting. Angels. But I want it realistic, so I've been learning the realistic side of painting. It's interesting. Anyway, I don't want to bore you just with my painting. Just gotten excited learning about different things this morning. So, Sacred Rebels. I pulled out a couple of the older decks. Sacred Rebels, Oracle, and then I pulled out, oh no, the Shaman's Dream. Yeah, for our reading. So, focus on the light. Yes, especially when something is dark around, or there is a lot of darkness around. There's a need to focus on what's good, focus on your light, your divinity, focus on freedom, not limitation, focus on the things that are going good, not the things that haven't worked out. Focus on the light, focus on your light. Whoa. Oh, I love this one. Dream a beautiful dream. Anything is possible. So start by understanding that you are this divine being in this beautiful collaborative dream, meaning other people have beautiful intentions also, and we all need each other. So dream a beautiful dream. The Sacred Fool is kind of telling me that there might be something rather new that is starting. There might be something new that is starting for you, or something that they're saying to open up and have trust in, just because of the way that it came out. So the Sacred Fool. Let's see what else. Trust yourself. Softly, softly, the tender touch, the divine feminine showing up on the bottom, meaning this is something that's going to just come to you. You need to trust yourself. With all of these beautiful animal spirits here. So we have a lot of animal spirits. We have the sloth, we have the tiger, we have the parrot, we have the hummingbird, the toucan, a monkey, a spider, an iguana, a snake, a butterfly, a beetle, I'm sure there's more. There seems to be a lot more, but those things might, those animal spirits might speak to you. So, as well as the gesture. I mean, the gesture is somebody's humor outlet. Like, that's how that's what I see it, is to, like, focusing on the light sometimes means that, to me, it sometimes means that no matter how hard something is, in fact, that's when we should probably find something to laugh about. Find something to break that energy apart. Laughter, really important in vibration. Laughter is, it's very high, very up there. If you can figure out how to take things a little bit not as harshly, or be able to, you know, there's many times where I've laughed at myself in a situation that maybe it wouldn't look so laughable, but, you know, it was like, wow, this is what I dreamed up for myself. You know what I mean? Like, because there's accountability that I take even for those times that I've had to laugh my way just to get through it, right? The point is to remember that it's your dream. Absolutely anything is possible because you're the one dreaming it up. We have lots of different things that influence this dream. Yes, we have our own. Everybody has their own process. Some people want to drop everything and sit in the nothingness for a very long time, and that might work for them. Others might want to focus on their energy centers and what might be blocking something. We all have, some of us have more inner child work to deal with, and that would be our path. But ultimately, when you're doing those things where you're ultimately focusing on the light, right? And then being much more interactive with this dream that is yours, whatever it is that you're trying to dream up. It's yours. It's already yours. That's the attitude you need to have. Oh, yes. Radical acceptance. It kind of goes into what I'm saying, in the sense of no matter whether it's a time to laugh or cry, knowing that there is accountability for us being divine beings and creating our own world. Everything that we see, everything that's this projection that is something that we have created, it's isn't necessary to find out all of the intricate reasons of why something was created. I don't necessarily think so. But I do think beloved radical acceptance of what is needed. And then in a way, after that radical acceptance, we change our perspective. We end up being able to change our perspective. So something that felt like it was restricting us or holding us back, all of a sudden becomes a beautiful part of this dream that is unfolding. And we find the reason. I think the reason in the now moment is the most important thing to focus on for all of us. Is what is the reason for not necessarily always untangling everything, but trying to figure out what is the reason in this now moment that I'm actually free, that it's actually just part of my dream. And then you find these opportunities, and then you tap into this true potential that is yours, and you're doing it in the here and now. And so things are actually getting done. And that's what I get from this radical acceptance, is just a heart open and on fire for the potential. Now that it knows, I have dreamed this up. I am responsible for this situation. No matter what it looks like, we cast out judgment on it. Because we can be too hard, all of us can be too hard on ourselves, but especially a Leo who's ruled by the heart can be really hard to think, oh, I didn't create this, I didn't do this. But we all are dreaming this, and we all are creating everything all the time. When you take ownership of that and you have radical acceptance of it, no matter what it ends up being, then I feel, are connecting with the divine rhyme and reason too, here in the now moment. I hope that makes sense. So here we go. Tell me something else. Maybe tell us something about this sacred fool. Tell me about the sacred fool. Resonating. Beautiful. Oh, the divine matrix and resonating. It's kind of like what I was saying, in the sense that we are part of this divine matrix. There's a reason. There's a reason. Whale song resonating. What is this new part of your journey? It's like, because I see this bubble around this whale, and I'm thinking of the subconscious, the unconscious, sometimes things that we are resonating with, they're actually pulling towards us. And this is giving me more of a being aware of what we actually like to resonate with, and then going there, playing in that. I see music notes. I don't know if you see that. So some of you all, frequency is talking about the frequency, the vibration of things. You may be somebody that works with frequencies and vibrations to help people. No matter what kind of work you do, words, of course, have frequency behind them. So if you're a songwriter, then of course the words that you say, also the energy that you put behind those words really matters. Be song bowls, tuning forks, just you enjoying music to lift your vibration, to be a part of the dream. It's something you're wanting to resonate with, something you're wanting to be a part of your dream. And I see you right in the middle of it in this new journey. Part of the divine matrix, part of what got you here. Does it matter to know what you like or not like if you're not going to choose what you do like instead? And then when we become conscious of that, the contrast can help us with change. True, some of us can get stuck. Sometimes we're not actually stuck. There's something that we're resonating with when we're not moving forward in some way. There's a dissonance, there's a pull. So I will say that there are some types of situations where we're in it. We say we might not want to be in it, but everything keeps happening that sabotages, in a sense, you going on to a next phase. There's an element that we're still attached to, and we have to figure out what that is. For some, it might be something like schedule of our days, how we plan out our hours, how we eat or exercise, that might not be in alignment with the lifestyle that we actually want, even though we're actually wanting it. There may be something that we're attached to in a different timeline that we need to figure out what is that here and now. What is that I could maybe alter or change that will get me into the resonance? So it's about figuring those things out for yourself. And it's usually you can almost call it a shadow in a sense, because these aren't all bad things. These are just things that we are attached to, whether it's through a belief, whether it's through a behavior, a pattern, an attitude. There's something that you get attached to. I can see somebody trying to move into like a different scene but having a cord on them. So it can mean different things, but this reading is to tell you what your dreaming is. So let's start dreaming up maybe new things for ourselves. Yeah, maybe new things for ourselves. Finding out what is it that we're attached to in a not so great situation, or what is the difference that we need to make in order to, in the here and now, to see that future dream manifest. What does it, the best way I can think of to do that would be to visualize. And when you visualize, what is that person doing throughout their day? What does that person look like? How do they take care of themselves? Just like on that type of level. Oh, the perfect storm. The courage to step into life. The perfect storm. The courage to step into life. And this is an interesting one anyway. 44. Okay, so being guided. But if you'll look, this is like a raven or crow, and they have peacock feathers. I don't know if you can see them. They're really small, but they has peacock feathers instead. So they're, to me, and then we have this storm here in the middle. But to me, it's saying something really strong about your wisdom that you hold within. and a very large amount of good pride that you should have in yourself at this point. Like, you have the wisdom and you have the strength to get through any kind of storm. And the storm is normally within us. Once again, we're creating it from the inside. So if we have the storm, know that it was perfect because it was actually divinely guided to you, through you, came through you, from your inside. And I have always found that through the opportunity, I find the reasons, you know. So here we go about obstacles. The wall, obstacles, and skywriting, the fates. Is it an obstacle? If it's an obstacle, why would it be placed there? What would you learn from it? What would you change within yourself to find the key? The key is the keyhole. The solution is there. It is there. And then the skywriting, the fates. We have a lot of different runes there. The one that's really standing out to me, though, is the one that represents like a caterpillar to a butterfly type of change here. Stability, wealth, prosperity. That's an interesting one. That one, I see it like a third eye in the middle of a rune. I've never seen that before. So, it's almost like they're like giving me a picture of a certain shape that's able to get through that hole. And you, through destiny, through the helpers that you have there, wanting to give you exactly what you want. But this is something obviously that's going to feel more fortunate. There's a certain shape to take to get through that wall, the obstacles. There's a certain shape, there's a certain transformation or metamorphosis change that allows you to fit through there. And it might have to do with your own, like I said, with how you take good care of yourself, or alter things so that you're taking better care of yourself. 25, Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. After maybe an experience, after you've experienced something difficult, perhaps. So I think I'm going to switch to the tarot, actually. Yeah, let's switch to tarot. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydream. Alright, we're using the mushroom, midnight mushroom deck. Tell me more for the Leos out there, what you would like me to say regarding this. Ooh, we have the Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. The Hierophant looks sideways. I just feel like that's saying like things are changing. Things are changing. It could be representing here with you, your connection to God, Source, the divine, your connection, very strong. Ultimately, it's different types of contracts, I think, coming in and out of our life. And there is this Ace of Pentacles. Here's that beautiful opportunity. And look what's on the bottom. I just noticed that. The Four of Wands is on the bottom. So, with this new beautiful opportunity is going to be a major milestone in your life, meaning an accomplishment, something that you feel like you've practiced for a long time. It's like all along realizing that you were the transformative energy that ended up being the key to getting through this wall, this obstacle. It was you all along. It was always inside you. You were able, there was just something where it's like I wasn't able to fit through that solution or that hole, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't able to get through there because something had to transform. And it has everything to do with it seizing a new opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles, this is a beautiful card for the Ace of Pentacles. If you look at it, it's gorgeous. It's all gold. Somebody's hands, God's hands, I guess, holding this pillow out with the ace, with the big pentacle on it. So representing an opportunity to go down a path where you're wealthy. You're wealthy, you're stable, you're secure, and you're always enjoying and exploring new opportunities. They're having me look at trust yourself as I'm saying that. So there is this feeling of, should I do this? Should I not? And they're saying to trust yourself, reminding me of what I was thinking this morning, like when I paint or I sketch or paint, any one of those, when I have a finished, no, I love the process too, but when I have a finished thing, that there's a certain feeling of pride and of completion, like it feels complete. It's very, I like very passionate about art. It like holds this really special place in my heart, and that is something that you can trust in because it is. So whatever this is, I don't know if, but I feel like if you're dreaming it up, then you're probably a Leo who's like, you know, I'm going to dream up my main passion being my main source of income. And yes, I feel like, of course, it's your dream. Yes, of course that can happen. You know what I mean? It's like we're all here learning how to manifest in the way that gives us the most enjoyable experience. It's a lot. It's hard when you're trying to learn how to ride a bike. You know, you fall off a lot. As a metaphor for life, you fall off a lot, and you're not that great at first. You have a lot of maybe injuries. I did, and but then you get really good at it, and it almost feels like the bike is part of yourself. Actually, when you can get to that point where any kind of sport feels like an extension of yourself, or any kind of hobby is just like that looks like a paintbrush, but that's actually my second hand. You know, that's like when it gets to that point. That's good. That's good. You have the Two of Cups coming out. You have the Sun. I have the King of Cups. The Sun is in the reverse. I have to figure out why. That's interesting, isn't it? Underneath the Beloved. That's cool. So some of you all are dreaming up a very harmonious relationship for yourself, a true love connection, something where the person really gets you, understands your heart with the King of Cups. You may not see that this is even something, like you might be a Leo who's very, I'm focused on my career, my finances, or you know, fixing things or making things better, or just doing something like that. Like, but there is this opportunity here that apparently we don't see necessarily, maybe yet, because of that Sun. I just feel like it's something that's maybe part of what you're dreaming up, but you don't realize it. So I see something coming to you also in love. Let's just leave it at that, in love. And if you're the King of Cups, then wonderful, because you do have radical acceptance. You lead your life in love. Oh, what is it that we don't see? I have this Seven of Swords. Oh, boy. Well, they just opened up a lot for me here. And the Ten of Cups, really it's wanting to come out in the upright, but it's saying that this is something that you're dreaming and you're working towards. I'm going to put it in the upright. The reason I'm going to put the sun in the upright too is for the art purposes. But I think how I'm going to read it is that I think that there is something you're going to be aware of. Could be about new strategy towards your 10 of Cups. If you want to read it like that. I have the Knight of Wands. It's like something that's been hidden from you. With the Seven of Swords, that can be sneaky behavior. Sneaky people. The Knight of Wands. 10 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Good Lord. All right. Well. The Seven of Swords just means like deception on some level. Tell me about the Sun in reverse and the Seven of Swords. Oh, family. Regarding family, and this is part of the journey here. Maybe something for you to figure out regarding your family. Could be also this new strategy for family. Toil and labor is coming out in the reverse. Something that you don't see. Toil and labor in the reverse. So if I were to go on the fact that there may be some unseen strategy for you, especially if it has something to do with like bringing the family closer together or helping things within a family. If it's not deception, it can be about making this strategy where you're working less, spending more, like the workload is less, you're spending more time with family. Focusing on the 10 of Cups, so the emotional completion as well as a financial completion. Good gentleman's in the reverse. Could have to do with a shady father figure or someone who's not as good as they seem. They may seem real good, because the good gentleman. Oh, and the mice. Oh, God. The good gentleman is normally somebody who's really kind, benevolent. But this energy is kind of in the either in the dark or they're working in the dark. Like the mice. This is when things are being taken from you. So, gosh. Somebody's got some type of deception that's actually interconnected with the family of something that is being taken from you. Having to do with maybe a woman. You usually see this woman as being like, what, 20s, 30s? And the good gentleman as being a little bit older, maybe 50s, 60s. And both of these energies are connected with taking. And then the journey card underneath here, like taking, maybe taking from your energy, you know, a dream squasher. There are definitely some people in my life that even though their family, I won't tell them about a certain dream because I know that they will squash it. I mean, just be honest. And there's your journey again. So look, guys, journey, 1010. It's time to do, and then look this. Oh, wow. Letter, message, 7-7. 7-7 might be very significant to you right now. You may be watching videos where they're like, hey, the number 77 is important, or 1010. What is this letter? Leo. How much time do I got? Okay. How much time do I have for my Leos to see what's going on? The Fool on the split, and the Six of Swords on the split, going in a different direction, going from a dark period to a light period. Look, I mean, if this isn't family, then these were people that were like family. What's the, I mean, goodness, trip? 2 trips, 2 letters. Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay, the journey, travel, possibly, expansion, growth, new allies, new friends. And what does the Queen of Swords do? They pull up their boundaries. They let you know what their boundaries are, for sure. You can't cross here. You wouldn't have a chance to double cross the Queen of Swords. She's too smart. She'll figure it out. There's something about the Queen of Swords energy and you figuring out how you can be expansive and how you can gain momentum towards a victory that you deserve. And these are all experiences that feel like they're tied to an obstacle, especially if it has something to do with work, money, trying to get the finances here, or working together. 8 of Pentacles. So you're getting really good at something, getting really good, mastering some sort of craft or ability or art. And so there's this Page of Pentacles. There's a new seed that can be planted. That's interesting. I was watching this video earlier of a person that takes time-lapse videos of seeds, and I just love watching his seeds grow into plants. It's really relaxing, but it's amazing what bloomed, blossomed from like a tiny dragon fruit seed, you know. So whatever this seed is, it might look small. Oh, but it's leading, but I was going to say, but it's big, and it is. But it's going to lead to your 10 of Pentacles. So it might look small. It might look like a little dragon fruit seed. But you watch the seed because miracles happen. Oh, wow. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. So this seed, whether it's an investment in yourself, it is where to place your money. It's also news, message of money. Something's going to be very, very profitable for you. And they're saying, do whatever it takes to invest this seed. Because this is a journey. It's going to take you a lot of places with the ship and the train. There's going to be a lot of different experiences through this new investment. And I feel for some of you all, it's going to have you like going worldwide to different places. Sharing your craft, your ability, sharing whatever it is that you decided to put your love into growing. And it does. And it does. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna stop there at that and pull an angel number message for you, because that tells us what we need to know. For Leos. If you stayed here with me to this point, thank you so much. It's amazing. Thank you. Angel number message to close out for Leo, please. What does Leo need to know? 7. 7. You possess a very refined mind and an urge to uncover life's mysteries. You have the ability to acquire vast knowledge on both informational and spiritual planes, and it gives you a greater awareness than most. I'm brilliant. And then multiples of 7, be 3, 7, 7, 7. 21 says you are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged, so you are inspiring others. Also 24, I am generous, says that you have a heart of gold, and you are generous to those that you love. 999. Thank the past for the lessons and leave it where it belongs so you can make the best of a life that's still waiting to be fulfilled by you and only you. I am unique. So that's what I have for you, Leos. Sending you love and light. Thanks for being here. Bye.